Peutz-Jeghers syndrome, it's not just about polyps. This rare autosomal dominant condition causes hematomatous polyposis and distinctive mucocutaneous pigmentation. Plus, it comes with a high cancer risk. If you are preparing for NEET SS, NISS, NEET PG, this is a must-know topic. Let's dive in. PJS is caused by a mutation in the STK11 gene on chromosome 19. This mutation affects a serine threonine kinase that regulates growth, polarity, and metabolism. It's inherited in an autosomal dominant pattern, meaning there's a 50% chance of passing it on to offspring. Nonsense or frameshift mutations lead to a truncated or non-functional protein, which can cause tumor formation. De novo mutations or rare mosaicism can also occur, contributing to the cancer risk. The incidence of PJS is 1 in 8,300 to 200,000 births, affecting both males and females equally. The pathophysiology involves a two-hit mechanism, a germline mutation in the STK11 gene as the first hit, followed by a somatic mutation leading to the formation of hematomatous polyps. Unlike FAP, PJS does not follow the adenoma-carcinoma sequence, but it does increase the risk of gastrointestinal and extraintestinal cancers. Hallmark signs of PJS include mucocutaneous pigmentation on the lips, mucosa, palms, and soles, often beginning in childhood. These pigmented spots may fade with age. Hematomatous polyps, especially in the small bowel, can lead to complications like bleeding, obstruction, or intussusception. Additionally, patients are at an increased risk for cancers in the GI tract, breast, ovaries, uterus, and testicles, including Sertoli cell tumors. Diagnosis is based on clinical criteria: 2 or more hematomatous polyps in the gastrointestinal tract, mucocutaneous pigmentation, or a family history of PJS. If genetic testing doesn't detect the STK11 mutation, but the clinical features are present, diagnosis should still be considered. Surveillance for PJS includes routine endoscopies from age 8 to 10 and lifelong cancer screenings, including annual breast MRIs, pancreatic imaging, and testicular exams starting at age 10. Management of PJS includes endoscopic or surgical polypectomy for obstruction or bleeding and surgery for intussusception. Desmoid tumors, though benign, may become locally invasive and require surgical removal. However, medical management with tyrosine kinase inhibitors or hormonal therapies like tamoxifen may help control tumor growth. Lifelong cancer screening is critical as patients with PJS face a lifetime cancer risk of 37 to 93%, with the average age of diagnosis around 42 years. Early surveillance is key to improving survival. To wrap it up, Peutz-Jeghers syndrome is a rare but important condition to recognize in the context of high cancer risk and distinctive clinical features. Early detection and lifelong surveillance are crucial in improving survival outcomes for affected individuals. Remember, for NEET SS, INISS, mastering conditions like PJS can make all the difference in your exam prep. Stay updated, stay prepared, and keep pushing for